So you got a sister that used to be a family law attorney speaking about child support and how men really get down once some of you women put those child support orders on these men. Let's review it.
In another life, I used to do family law. Woo-wee. It was something. And I'm telling you, I used to represent a lot of men who had undocumented income. And you guys out there know what I mean when I say undocumented income. And let me tell you, it was something about being forced to pay child support under an order that'll always cause them to just pay what they're ordered to pay, when in reality, when they were not under that order, they would pay a lot more in child support.
Yep, she's 100% right. I'm going to tell you why men react that way. Men react that way to you because it's like this. You drag me into this court system. You got me in front of a judge. I was giving you way more before than what you could have got. You could have called and got clothes more than what the child support order. You could have got some shoes. You could have got extracurricular activities. You could have got some school fees. You could have got or whatever at any time because you didn't have me on child support. But because now you put me on child support and that judge say pay this, now that's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to pay. See, a lot of men, especially men that's taking care of their child, they view putting them on child support as betrayal and some sort of revenge against the dad. Because if the dad is doing what he's supposed to do. See, to me, child support should be for only men who don't do nothing, right? Like if this man don't take care of his child at all, he don't pay nothing, he don't do nothing, okay, then get the court system involved because he's not doing what he's supposed to do. You understand? But if he's doing what he's supposed to do, he's always been a good dad, but y'all, got divorced, whatever the case may be. And the first thing you do is put him on child support when he's always been there to take care of his child. He's always been there for his child. So a man gonna say, you know what? I'm only doing what that order say. That's it. I'm not doing nothing else. Like that's very offensive for a lot of men, especially to take care of their children. Let's continue.
A lot of times they'd be paying rent. They would be paying all the child's clothing, everything. But as soon as they get that order, there's something about that order that causes that mindset to only pay what is being ordered to pay. Remember that. I just got a call and I tried to tell her just to give her a heads up. Let's see if she'll listen. I know what I'm talking.
We know good and well she didn't listen. We know they don't listen. The one thing y'all got, it goes all the way back to the story of Adam and Eve, right? These women have a hard time listening. Way back, you go back to the old story of Adam and Eve. God at the time say, look, all this is yours that I got right here. The only thing I'm asking y'all to do is leave that one tree alone. The knowledge of good and evil. Just leave that one alone. You can have everything. Just leave that alone. Now, Adam, he didn't touch anything. He said, you know what? Okay, God, I can respect that. I got all this. I'm good. But not that Eve. Because Eve don't listen. It goes all the way back then to that story. Eve didn't listen. When the devil come along, tell her, oh yeah, you can eat from that tree. You can eat from it. They said, you'll know just as much as God. And all it was, he said not to fool with it. Oh, did he really say that? And because of her curious nature and want to be rebellious, she went on ahead and as you know the story, ate the fruit of the tree, got the knowledge of good and evil, and say, oh, look what I got for you here. And then the man, instead of questioning where you get that from, that's our only issue. That's why I say question these women. Where you get that from, he ate it, you know the whole story, right? What I'm saying is, a lot of times they don't listen. Unfortunately, they just don't listen. So, but what happens, just like the story of Adam and Eve, she wanted to start having issues after she's in the thick of it. So when this sister is telling this other woman here, don't do that, leave it alone, she gonna do it anyway. And then when she's having an issue and problem with that man, or he's doing the bare minimum, she's like, oh, well, what could kind of take him off? Like, no, because once you get in that system, it's hard to get out of that system. Sure, a woman can take a man off child support. She actually can. She could cancel a case if she wants. But the system is going to make it real hard for her to do so. And the man just made like, I'd just rather keep paying my child support. I don't want to do it because later you can turn right back around and put me back on child support. I don't need that. You be paying, and then I'll be paying back child support, all of that. Like I said, to me, that child support system is one of the worst systems ever because it doesn't even hold accountability with the women what they do with the money. Like, for instance, when you pay your taxes, especially business taxes, the IRS, in order for you to get certain deductions, they want to know how you spent the money. Now, you don't have to tell the IRS how you spent the money, but you're going to pay a higher tax. But you itemize your deductions and say, I spent it on business rent, I spent it on equipment, I spent it on employees. Or, you go through and tell them what you did with the money so you can save money. But with these child support, they don't know. The woman could actually get the money, go to the freaking nightclub with it. She can do that if she wants to. Don't even have to buy a thing for your child. That's the only thing men even ask for with child support. Let it be itemized. Let it say, hey, it has to be at certain stores. It has to be at school activities. It has to be certain things. You can't just spend the money doing whatever the hell you want to do with it. Well, I should be able to pay my rent. That is your rent. That's not the child's rent. It's your rent. It's your car note. Yeah, but it's the car I drive. It's not the man's responsibility to pay your car note. It don't matter about his child. It don't matter about the rent. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's how men feel. Now, when it comes to rent, if you want to say, well, I had to get a 2-bedroom because of the child, I say, okay, well, maybe a small percentage of the child support can go to that, but not the whole thing. That's your particular situation because you didn't have that child. You had to pay rent and you had to have a car. So what's the difference? But a lot of them not going to listen. A lot of them is not going to listen, unfortunately. So God bless every man that's on child support. Thank the God above. I am done with that chapter of my life. Thank God. May the Lord bless every last one of you men that's on child support. That system sucks. But let me know what y'all think about what this woman is saying here about how men will do a whole lot more if they wasn't on child support. But will they listen? History says they won't.